What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel and you're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're looking at a quite a huge box, as you can see. This is one that doesn't even fit in frame. This is a medium flat rate box that I'm going to be unboxing here with you guys. This one's coming via Shield Arms. Check out his channel if you haven't already. I believe this one's coming via the Lefty EDC knife pass around. So we're about to find out together. You may already know what's in here based on title and thumbnail. Just know you're getting my raw first impressions, reactions going into this box. So doing the honors today, we got the Kunwu Chad. Now I've been carrying this one here, the orange peel tie version, right? I have the diamond pattern tie as well. This is a loaner, whereas the diamond pattern tie version is my own. I love the Chad. I think that's a massive, to say that I really love the Chad will be a massive understatement. It's one of my favorite EDC knives of all time. Kunwu was right up there doing the biz, right? Delivering some of the best EDC knives, best value for dollar that you can possibly get right now in the EDC knife world. But this knife and every other knife that you see in this video will be linked down below. So if you're interested in finding out availability, prices, variants, and things like that, just check those links down below for more details. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that is entirely up to you. So better be at least a handful of knives in here or it's just a shoebox. What's going on here? Well, first things first, we got a bunch of peanuts. Right, that's always a good size. All right, these are nice and protected. Man, did it just rain knives in here. We got one, we got two, we got three. That's a lot of knives. Three so far, right? And counting. We got four, right, another one, and another one, and another one. Five. I think what it is all these lined up around the same time. So he just sent them all to me in one box. So man, that is certainly something. 5 different knives. Let's see. Kaiser. This one is unlabeled. So is that one. Okay, so we got 3 Kaisers and 3 unlabeled ones. So without further ado, let's check this one out here. Right. Let's see. Unlabeled box, all blacked out. We don't really know what's going on here. It says Pickled Steel. All right, Pickled Steel making a debut in the channel. Never really handled a knife from this brand. Or I could just be wrong altogether and the knife in here is something completely different. I don't know. All right, here we go. Let's check it out. Right there is the knife. This one is called the Rhino. I take it. Got a sticky note there that says Rhino. I got the wiping cloth, and then we have a additional pocket clip. Ooh, look at that. It's my namesake. Got Miguel Hetzel is the name on that pocket clip. And it has additional hardware as well as a T8, T6 tool. And just a nice cushiony inside there for that pouch. Very, very interesting. Let's put all that back in here. And let's check out the Rhino, shall we? What's going on with the Rhino? All right. What is it again? Pickled steel. Pickled steel. Okay. So, again, Miguel Hetzel. I believe this probably is a Miguel Hetzel design. I know, what a wild guess, right? not that it was printed on the pocket clip or anything. I just took a wild guess. I'm really good at guessing like that. So we have orange G10 on this one and exposed stainless steel liners, it looks like. Let me get my magnet of truth. Yes, 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 yes. We have stainless steel liners right there. We have a flipper deployment, and then we have thumb studs for reverse flick and thumb deployment. So let's just go ahead and get the Rhino opened up here, shall we? If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Here we go. Bam. All right. Take a look at this thing. Is this not the most wicked looking blade you've ever seen in a while? I know I have. Let's go ahead and give this guy a nice wipe right here, shall we? All right, let's see. Make it nice and shiny. Boom. So what are we classifying this thing? It's like it's from another planet. Sort of has a cleaver looking aesthetics to it, right? It looks very reverse tanto, if you want to do that. It looks very sheep's foot in a way. I don't know, man. It's trailing up. I don't know. I think we definitely need to get the blade police out here for sure on this one, because I am at a loss for words. So we have a flat grind, right? Flat grind going on up until this middle line right there. Has a nice, interesting sort of point here because it has a swedge as well. So it's thick, and then it kind of narrows a bit towards the point. You got a consistent belly going through all the way. Very long cutting length. And as far as billboarding, satin finish, by the way. We have 14C28N Rhino, right? That's printed on this side, and the SP, or in other words, pickle steel, right? Or SP. Where's the S? Why is the S in front of the P? It should be PS, not SP. I don't know. SP, right? Or pickle steel going on there. You got the logo, and it is a liner lock. Okay, it looks to be on ball bearings. Check out that drop shot action. Ooh, okay. And I mean, it really gives me like good, well-built budget knife vibes. I don't think this one's going to be necessarily a ton of money. I'm not exactly sure on the price, but just know by the time you're watching the video, obviously I would have edited the video. I would have linked this one in the description and the pinned comment. So if you want to check prices and availability and things like that, you're more than welcome to. But again, definitely gives me a well-built budget knife vibes. Thumb deployment is good, right? As you would expect. These are very interesting thumb studs, like very barrel looking thumb studs. And of course, if I zoom in a lot, the camera's like, what are you doing, bro? I can't focus on that, so I don't know. So there we go. Yeah, very comfortable thumb studs to say the least. And we got that reverse flick action, not with the nail, but this is going to be one of those you reverse flick with the meat of your middle finger, like that. All right, but at least 3 different deployment options. Those stainless steel liners are milled on the inside for ray reduction, right? And good access to that liner lock, by the way, in case I hadn't already mentioned that. Pocket clip is pretty deep carry, right? Again, the only thing throwing me off is the whole name of the designer on the pocket clip, even though it's my very own name, right? Trust me, I like my name, but this is not me. This is somebody else. So got the whole designer's name right there in the pocket clip. I'm usually not a huge fan for things printed on the pocket clip, so maybe a cleaner look to the pocket clip would have been a better call. It is reversible, so you can print it, not print it. You can move the pocket clip to the opposite side. That's pretty neat. No filler tab though, so maybe having something like Vosteed does with their filler tab, right? That would have been something nice to add on there. Again, these are just, you know, first reactions, impressions, you know, that I'm getting here. We got 2 sort of standoffs going on here, kind of sandwich construction. And let's get a feel for ergonomics, right? So we got a curvature here, right, with a nice little swedge in the handle itself. So that's where your index finger will go to, right? The flipper works as a finger guard. And so you're locked in right there. And again, I have my medium average size hands, not the biggest, not the smallest. And I'm getting a full purchase right here, as you can see, right? Full purchase right there. So if you have bigger hands, right, I'm sure the knife will accommodate. You have some jimping here, right? That's your default thumb ramp, if you would, sort of jimping. But then I'm sure, you know, you could rest your thumb on this thing way down here as much as you want to, right? Kind of take advantage of this funky design right here, which is, again, not your everyday cup of tea. This is certainly something out of the ordinary, I'll tell you that. And yeah, you can rest your thumb there if you want to, as much or as little as you want to. I'm sure that was the intent for that, because it doesn't make sense any other way. So yeah, might as well use that to your advantage, right? Let's see, reverse grip, feels okay, not bad. Friday night gas station fighting, gas station grip, fighting for your Slurpee, that's not bad either. The Pickled grip, that one's a little bit more uncomfortable, if anything. But yeah, pocket grip is nice and comfortable. I got to give it that, right? It's also deep carry. That's a nice curvature here towards the back, and I want to say medium-sized race bill, right? Maybe if it was a little bit shorter, less race would have been better, right? Captive pivot with this black color going on around it. That's pretty neat. And yeah, very drop shot action, to say the least. Check that out. Click. Click. All right, nice and smooth right there. Bam. All right, let's do some size comparisons, shall we? Here we have it next to the PM2 and Para 3. So definitely a large knife, very close in size to that PM2 right there. Right, you guys be the judge. Obviously larger than the Para 3. Here's the Demko AD 20.5 and the Shark Cub. They're definitely going to be much longer, right, than those two. Here's a very large one, the Civivi Sentinel Strike and the Civivi Vision FG. It's actually a tad bit bigger than the FG, but definitely shorter than the, arguably a tad bit shorter than the Sentinel Strike. Again, two very popular EDC knives from last year, 2023. Can't go wrong with either one. And speaking of knives that you can't go wrong with, here's the very popular Vosteed Raccoon, the crossbar lock, and here's the CJRB Pyrite with the button lock, right? Both of these are going to be a little bit smaller than the Rhino, right? You guys take a look there for yourself. But again, the idea here is just to give you more or less a ballpark, right, where the size, size-wise, where it lands. And honestly, so I was just looking at it for a second. I see it a little bit now, right? Like if you think of the thumb stud as the eye, and then you think of this little peak right here as the horn in the Rhino. I mean, I'm getting a very serious, like legit Rhino face vibes right now, right? Eye right here for the Rhino. Again, horn right there. Man, you got yourself a very Rhino looking blade indeed. So it definitely plays in with the knife model for sure. So yeah, very, very interesting. You know, not often do you get to name a knife where the actual aesthetics of it kind of lined up this well. Right, sort of the handle curves back here, also kind of the body of the Rhino in a way. Maybe I'm thinking into it too much, but I see it. I just want you to know that I see the face of the Rhino right there. If you see it, let me know in the comments. If you don't, that is okay. But man, that's definitely interesting. Let's do our very scientific cutting test. Of course, we're going to cut some paper and cardboard. Let's see how it does. Again, 14C28N. Everybody's favorite budget steel these days. And yeah, it is cutting that paper like nobody's business. I'm sure we can get some, look at that, full cuts on here. Of course, I would jinx myself like that right away, so why not? Yeah, very long cutting path indeed. Are there any nicks or dings on this blade? I definitely don't feel any. So that's not bad right there. I got some everyday cardboard. This one being a single wall Amazon box cardboard here. Remember when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular, but rather at an angle like this. I can already feel this guy wants to bite into the cardboard. So here we go. All right, that was very effortless. Boom, check that out. Nice. All right, I'm doing it a little bit slower than normal so you guys can see it in action. But again, this is a very thin cardboard, right? So obviously it's going to go through that with no issues. So what if we had something a little bit thicker, like this one section of this box is dual wall cardboard. Let's see how it does with that. Here we go. All right, there we go. That's going to be way more challenging for any other knife. So it's not particularly this one, just every knife in general. When you do it twice the work, right? But still, right? Managing to get those cuts in, no problem. Bam. I think you guys more or less get the idea right there. Definitely a very good slicer right there, even though, again, you have a pretty significantly thick blade right there. It does come to a thin, flat grind edge. And it's, yeah, definitely slicer right there. You guys let me know in the comments, how sharp is this guy on a scale from 1 through 10? Of course, 10 being the sharpest, let me know. So speaking of Rhino models, here's another Rhino model that comes to mind, one that we recently looked at here in the channel, and that is the Remette Rhino, right? This one is on D2. It's a similar deal going on, liner lock and thumb deployment, reverse flick, and the flipper back here. So I don't know, you guys, just for fun, let me know in the comments which one of these two Rhinos looks more like a Rhino. Let me know. Honestly, out of the two, I gotta say this pepper spice, what is it called? Pepper steel? Pickle steel version, for whatever reason, I don't know, it looks more like a Rhino to me. Like I mentioned earlier, the eyes, the horn right there. Again, I'm curious to see what you guys think. Let me know. Again, the Remette Rhino, if you want to learn more about this one, there's an unboxing and review here in the channel if you want to learn more. Similar deal, again, G10, you know, very budget, reverse, deep carry, reversible pocket clips. So they definitely have quite a bit in common right there. This one, of course, is a larger knife, and it does come in 14C28N. Although so does the Rhino in a different model. So I have the D2, but it also comes in 14C28N as well. So yeah, there you have it, guys. This is the Pickle Steel Rhino, right? Quite an interesting knife right here, one that you don't see every day. So definitely your in a very unique sort of blade geometry, to say the least. Well, I feel like you're either a big fan of it or you're not. I'm gonna obviously carry this one to see how I break it in, how custom I get to it. But I'm telling you, the ball bearings are nice and smooth right here. Good detent, good action, awesome alignment. So of course, I'll be carrying this one. I'll be trying to gather as much feedback as I possibly can so I can drop a comprehensive review video here in the channel very soon. Now, if you are convinced and you want to pick yourself one up right now, that is completely up to you. Again, it will be linked down below, as well as any other knife that you saw in this video. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that is entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this one. What questions, concerns do you have in the comments? Let me know. Anything that I can use for the upcoming review video, let me know down there in the comments. If you found value out of this video, smashing that like button goes a long, long way. Really means a ton to me. If you're not yet subscribed, this will be a great time to subscribe to the channel. I make knife and EDC content like this on a daily basis, so I promise you would not be disappointed. And if you made it to the very end, I'm going to put a video card right here on your left for the Kunwu Chad, so you can learn more about that knife, or the other Rhino, the Remette Rhino, right here on your right. So left or right. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you for hanging out with me until the very end. And I'll catch you guys on the next video, either this one or this one. Peace.